Hello. Now, I'm in a very cold barn. It's somewhere in Rutland, and I've got Emma Bradford with me. So, hello, first of all. How are you?
I'm good, I'm
You're looking
good.
very well.
Well, thank you.
The country air, obviously.
Yeah.
So, first of all, before we talk about any of this,
Yeah.
why are we here?
Well, we're here. Well, we're at Secrewell Farm, which is, well, you've seen it's all farm. They have lots of animals, lots of kids come and they learn all about farming. But I'm going to be doing classes here once a month.
Farming classes?
No. Quilting classes. Not in this cold barn, but up near the main facilities. I've got a really lovely, big, light and airy room and space.
So it's called what? Secrewell?
Sacrewell.
Sacrewell, and we're near Peterborough.
Yes, and there's a camping site and all sorts.
You can look it up on, on their website and everything. Just be careful with the sat-nav, because me and Bex have been all around the houses today. So that's why we're here. You're going to be doing classes here then?
Yeah. So at the moment, I've got the shop over in Tallington. The physical shop is going to go away.
Right.
And I'm going to be doing, it's all going to be online still, so you can still buy all the fabrics online.
You can hear a tractor in the background. We're in a real working farm.
Full farm.
Okay, so so go on. The shop's going.
Shop's going. So it's all going to be online.
Yeah.
And then, so what that will do is it'll free me up to do the classes here. I can go around the country if anybody wants me. And then
that's a plug if ever I heard one.
And I've actually been having a good play because I've got a little bit more time now because the premises are going away to actually play with different stuff and design quilts and
okay, so now if people want to know about your classes, have you got a website they can go to see that?
Yeah, so it's www.swiftquilting.com.
Right.
And that's the shop, but it also will have all the classes on there.
Not just here, wherever you're teaching and what you're up to.
Yeah, and they'll also be able to find it through the Secrewell website as well.
Oh, okay.
So my classes will be listed, that will be here.
But Swift Quilting is you. You are
Swift Quilting. I'm still doing the longarm quilting.
Well, that was going to be my next question. So you're still, if somebody wants a quilt, I know I've got a friend of mine who's just made a quilt and her husband won't let her quilt it. She wants it quilted. They can still contact you to have their... Now, I need to quickly ask about that because when somebody's pieced a whole quilt, they bring it to you and say, I want this as the backing and I need it wadding. How do you decide what the shape the quilting is going to be?
It's a lot of people will have their own very specific idea in mind that they want, which is absolutely perfect. And so they will say, I want this pattern and this thread colour, and that's fine. Most of the time, they'll bring me a top and they'll say, what do you think? And then I'll suggest probably about 3 or 4 different patterns and then 3 or 4 different thread choices. And then based on that, we'll both...
And do you do a little, obviously you can't do a little sample on their quilt, but do you do a little sample on a plain piece of fabric to show them what it's going to look like?
I do have some quilts that already have been done. So all these quilts, so they can see it.
So you can say, if you wanted the swirly, that's like this one. If you wanted the... You can see examples of it. Oh, that's good. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to since I last saw you on
What have I been up to? Other than the playing, temperature quilt. So I've been doing the temperature quilt, which is what this is for London. So the temperature quilt is you choose a place in the world, and then you find out what the temperature is at that place for every day of this year. Right.
So 365 different temperatures.
Yes. And then for each day, you make a little flying geese unit of a colour that corresponds to that temperature.
Okay, so how many colours do you need?
You can have it as much as you want. So I think I've got maybe about 8 or 12.
Oh, okay.
I've got it in like 3 degree ranges.
Right.
So like 0 to 3 is one colour, and then like 4 to 6 or something is one colour.
Okay, and so you start off with 0 as your coldest colour, and then 30 degrees is your hottest colour.
I think I've gone a little bit minus and a little bit over.
Oh,
like 32.
Yeah. Well, you have to, because my car was frozen the other morning, so you'd have to.
It's a little bit.
Oh, that's fascinating. So and then it goes round and round.
You can do it round and round, or you can do just strips. So this one I've done it round and round, but you can do it strips. You can also do it diagonally. So
there'll only be 31 or up to 31 flying geese. Oh, no, it's for a year. 365 flying geese. Sorry, 365 flying geese.
Yeah, so you can really have a play around in how you want to put them all together.
But they're in order?
Yeah, in order.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been doing that. And then, so as part of that, I've been doing my live streams on Facebook every Friday night. So that's been part of that, as well as some other little bits.
So where's January the 1st then?
Oh, no, I took it off.
Oh, no.
I think it's this one.
Okay.
Because it's got pinholes in it. So this will be the day 0, so January 31st. And then it goes around that way. And then this was the next one.
Then that'll be February.
Yeah, so this was
was colder
yesterday
than it was on the 1st of January.
No, this is actually warmer. So that's my warmest one so far.
Oh, okay.
This is coldest.
Yeah.
Bit warmer, warmer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, and people can just choose whatever colour they want.
And it doesn't even have to be, so I've done sort of rainbow ones, but there's a group on Facebook that I've started based on this, and there's some ladies doing William Morris. I think I've seen some like Tula pink fabrics in there. So really, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have it like correspond to the colour.
Yeah.
It's just to give you a random mix.
And
really.
do you make one a day, or do you make 7 at the end of the week, knowing what the days were?
I actually catch up like once a month.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So where did your inspiration for this come from then?
I have a friend who did this in crochet last year.
Right.
So she, for every day, she would sort of crochet a row of a particular colour. And it just came to me, I don't know, end of December, I was thinking, what can I do for next year that's an ongoing project?
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I could make that temperature blanket into a temperature quilt.
So there's no pattern as such?
No.
You just decide which order you want your flying geese to go in and then put them in order?
And it doesn't even have to be flying geese, you can just have rectangles if you wanted to, or it's...
Oh, if you're just starting off, could be your first quilt. Oh, how lovely. Yeah. So your inspiration from that came from your crochet friend. Where do you get inspiration from normally then?
A bit of everywhere, to be honest with you. Well, this one, because I wanted to try some chenille.
Right.
Okay, because I have never tried chenille, and I just did this. I was actually in the shower, because I don't think about much of anything in the shower. I've got nothing to do other than, shower.
Wash yourself, yes.
This came to me in the shower. A lot of ideas come to me in the shower.
Oh, okay.
I know, weirdly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
mine always come to me in the car.
Oh, okay.
When I'm driving along, because your mind goes into, I've just got to drive. The trouble is, by the time you finish your journey, you've forgotten, because you can't write it down or anything.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind this one then? Because it's a rainbow broken heart.
So the idea I came to it, I was on like February 13th, so I was thinking like I wanted rainbow, I wanted something hearts. I'm like, ooh,
because it was Valentine's Day the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have to admit, I will probably do it differently. This was my very first one.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely happy with the way that the lines sort of mask the end of the heart. So I think I would do more hearts on the inside if I did, when I do it again.
Oh, would you? Yeah. I kind of like that. Yeah, I do like that. So now for chenilling, you've just put, how many layers of fabric have you got in there?
I've got about 4, and for the rainbow, I've just done layered up strips rather than this one, which is whole pieces.
So you haven't got 4 pieces of like a blue, a green, a red. So the one of that one in the middle, or the 2 in the middle there,
so you've
are
got
strips of
my
scrap
reds,
fabric.
Yeah, orange. Yeah.
How brilliant.
Yeah.
Now to do the chenilling, you machine lines in, don't you? And then get your little, it looks like a rotary cut, doesn't it?
Yeah. I have one. My blade was really, really dull. So I tried it and I'm like, that's not going to work. So I actually just did it with scissors.
Oh, did you? You know what you're supposed to do though with those chenilling? You turn the blade round a little bit because it doesn't move. Oh, it was dull all the way round?
Yeah, because I actually used that little chenille one because I needed a little tiny rotary cutter for one of the sewing quarter projects.
So you used that?
So I used that, so it's completely dull.
Oh, so you did it with scissors, so you didn't even need the chenilling machine?
Yeah, and same with this one, I just did it with scissors.
And have you washed them? Yeah, tumble dried them? Because the more you wash and you touch them, the more chenille they get, don't they?
This one has frayed more than the other. This was just solids.
Right.
So I need to trim off some of these extra bits.
Oh no, I quite like all that bit. Yeah. Fantastic. So what else are you working on at the moment then?
What else am I working on? Oh, I have some more ideas for. So I did the attic windows.
Right. Oh yes. This is the one I've been.
Attic windows.
Let me lift that up for you there.
Yeah. So I did that one as my final project for sewing quarter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the extra bit that we did, and I've got some more fabric.
You mean it wasn't when we were selling things, it was when you came in to do your 1 hour of things. So you did one of these?
Yeah, I did one of these. So I've got a different version of an attic window, or it's a window scene, if I put it that way, with some really lovely fabric coming in, which
Okay, so you're not giving away anything?
No. I'm not gonna release that until it's all done. Right at the moment, it's a sketch in my book, and it's lots of ideas, so I need to finalise that.
Okay, so will you be selling it as a kit, right, with instructions and with the right amount of fabric and everything like that?
Yeah.
And that again is going to swiftquilting.com. Okay, no, it's good. Because an attic window, we did these a few times with panels at Sewing Quarter. They're quite simple, but they're really kind of effective, aren't they?
Yes.
But before we left, I kept asking why we couldn't do one, because they're always portrait, aren't they? Nobody ever seems to do it landscape. And then I asked if it was possible to do, or maybe I'm giving my secrets away now and I shouldn't be saying anything, but I think it'd be really, because sometimes in like a Victorian house, the attic window is kind of Gothic art shaped, isn't it? And I don't know if it would actually be possible to do.
Before we get finished today, after we get done with all this, I'll show you a picture of my sketch. I've got a picture on my phone of my sketch.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll give you a sneak peek.
So I'm going to have a sneak preview of that. So, what else? What's the future hold?
Future hold. Actually, a little bit of time off.
Yeah, well, no, you need it because I don't know if you know this, but you've also got a proper job.
Yeah,
as well.
So I have a day job, Monday to Friday, and then I've been at the shop every Saturday and Sunday since probably about last June. So
is your day job near here as well?
Yeah,
because you fly off to Holland and do all that.
Yeah, and Germany and all sorts. I got to go to Kenya in May actually.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah. It's only going to be a very short period, but
Doesn't matter. Brilliant. Listen, thank you ever so much for inviting me around. We're going to have a good look around these. We'll see you very, very soon.
Yes.
Come and join me on my new venture very soon. And I'll see you very soon.